Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to continue with our heavyweight boxing tournament. And we have bout number 5, and I find this an interesting matchup. It's going to be the light heavyweight champion, Joey Maxim, taking on the WBA champion, former WBA champion, Gerrie Coetzee. Joey Maxim will enter the ring, 6'1". His weight 185 pounds, his reach 71.5 inches. Maxim was the light heavyweight champion from 1950 to 1952. He lost his light heavyweight championship to Archie Moore. Big wins for Joey Maxim. He beat Sugar Ray Robinson in New York at Yankee Stadium when Robinson challenged for the light heavyweight championship, rising up from middleweight. Also, when he won the title against Freddie Mills, he stopped Freddie Mills, and Maxim not known for being a puncher. Maxim, an excellent boxer. He's a cutie, excellent ring tactician with very good defense, can fight on the inside or outside. He lost his heavyweight title bid when he stepped up from light heavyweight to Ezzard Charles, May 30th, 1951. Lost a decision. As for Gerrie Coetzee, the South African, 6'3.5". His weight is 215 pounds. His reach is 81 inches. He won the WBA title by knocking out Michael Dokes in the 10th round, September 23rd, 1983, at the Richfield Coliseum in Ohio, and that's where this bout will take place, in Ohio, Richfield Coliseum. Joey Maxim, an Ohio native from Cleveland, Ohio, should have a lot of fans here. But Coetzee feels very comfortable here. He won the WBA heavyweight title with a knockout of Michael Dokes back in 1983. Packed house here at the Richfield Coliseum, over 14,000. Joey Maxim, even though he's a light heavyweight, has a heavyweight rating system in Title Boxing of an 11. Gerrie Coetzee's heavyweight rating in Title Boxing is a 7. Coetzee is going to look to nail Maxim. Maxim was only stopped once in his career, early in his career. So if Coetzee hurts him, he's going to have to jump on him. So let's go. Joey Maxim, 83 wins, 29 losses, 4 draws, 22 by knockout. Gerrie Coetzee. And again, when Gerrie Coetzee came to America, he changed his name to Gerry to make it more easy to pronounce, but his true pronunciation of the name is Gerrie Coetzee. His record, 33 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, 21 by knockouts. They called him the man with the bionic right hand because they fused his knuckles and his hands together. He had very brittle hands, especially in that right hand. Both fighters will be in their prime of their careers and in top condition. I assigned trainers and cutmen for both fighters, as I did not have their actual cutmen or trainers set up in Title Boxing. So Joey Maxim, I give him the late great Emmanuel Stewart, a gentleman who I met at a boxing function, very wonderful human being. And his cut man will be Eddie Aliano. For Gerrie Coetzee, his trainer is Al Braverman, cut man Danny Florio. This fight will be 15 rounds, again from the Richfield Coliseum. The ring announcer is Jimmy Lennon. The referee is Ruby Goldstein. He reffed many a big match. There'll be there'll be 3 judges scoring a 10-point must system, 3 knockdown rule in effect, mandatory 8 count in effect. You can never be saved by the bell in any round, and the referee or the doctor can stop the fight. The 3 judges: Rudy Ortega from the United States of America, Terry O'Connor from England, and Hector Hernandez from Mexico. Joey Maxim is a boxer. He has a control factor of a 10 versus a slugger, and that's what Gerrie Coetzee is, a slugger. Gerrie Coetzee has a control factor of a 9 versus a boxer. So Joey Maxim will dictate a lot of how this fight will take place due to his excellent ring generalship. Joey Maxim has very little power, especially at heavyweight. Coetzee has a huge advantage there, 46% to 7. Endurance will favor Joey Maxim, 100% to 80. That's a big advantage there for Maxim. And defense, Maxim a very, very cutie on defense. On his boxing card, he's a -6. He's a very good defensive fighter. He can fight on the inside or the outside. Coetzee 41% for defense. Hand speed, Maxim 79% to 66%. Again, big advantage here. Maxim's going to look to try to outpoint the bigger man. Tactical skills, Maxim 64, Coetzee 57. Again, tactical skills are how well does the fighter follow his trainer's and corner's instructions, whether in the corner or in training. Let's move on to the fight. So again, Joey Maxim is going to be in white trunks with black trim. Gerrie Coetzee blue trunks with yellow trim. Maxim 6'1", 185 pounds, 71.5-inch reach. Gerrie Coetzee comes in at 215 pounds, 6'3.5", and 81-inch reach. So Maxim will have to get on the inside and do his cute inside tactics. Again, Maxim, a very good inside-outside fighter. What he lacks is punching power. Excellent defensively also. As we move to ringside here at Richfield Coliseum, it's almost fight time, folks. So Joey Maxim will enter the ring first, former light heavyweight champion. As he takes the ring walk in, dips under the second strand of rope. He's in the ring. White cloth robe down to his ankles, bouncing up and down. Gets a good ovation from the Ohio crowd. Remember, Joey Maxim's from Cleveland, Ohio. Looks confident. Emmanuel Stewart looks confident. And here comes Gerrie Coetzee, the South African. Remember, he won the title from Michael Dokes, knocking him out in 10 rounds in this venue back in September 23rd, 1983. And Coetzee enters the ring, spattering a cheers, pumps his hand in the air. Both fighters disrobe, and now they move to the center of the ring where they will get their final instructions from the referee, Ruby Goldstein. He asks any questions from the fighters or their chief seconds. They say no. Fighters go back to their corners and await the opening bell here in bout number 5 of this heavyweight tournament, coming from you live from the Richfield Coliseum, brought to you by Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Here's round 1, the bell. Maxim and Coetzee meet in the center of the ring. Maxim lands a 1-2 and moves away. Coetzee trying to press forward and land that big right hand. Coetzee misses with the right hand. Excellent defense by Joey Maxim. Again, Maxim moving, flicking the jab out. His movement is not like Muhammad Ali movement. It's just good boxing technical movement. Again, Maxim just using his defensive skills to frustrate Gerrie Coetzee right now. Continues to paw with his jab. Coetzee is just looking to load up on that one big punch. Good luck with that. Again, Coetzee tries to load up, and again, Maxim avoids, and he counters with a 1-2 again. This is what Maxim wants to do. Dip in and out of range. Coetzee has not landed. Oh, and Coetzee lands with a solid combination to the head and body, and that rocked Joey Maxim. Coetzee moving forward, the bigger man looking to really lay it on. Maxim ties him up, and the referee breaks. 30 seconds left in the round. That's what Gerrie Coetzee has to do. He's got to land the big punches and then follow up. He cannot let Maxim breathe. Maxim misses with a countering left hook, again sliding away, and Coetzee punches south of the border, and now a 1-2 combination to the head by Coetzee, trying to rough up Maxim on the inside. As we come to the bell, Coetzee rallies late to take a close round, in my opinion. Maxim was using his tactical ring generalship until about 45 seconds left in that round. He had landed a couple of good combinations, 1-2s. Maxim is not going to really stun you with his punches. He's going to hit you with his punches and use his defense. He's going to beat you on points. Coetzee was able to nail him with a thudding combination. Started to the head, went to the body, then came up with the uppercut. Then he also landed a bit low on Maxim, and then tagged him with one more right hand towards the end of the round. I gave that round to Gerrie Coetzee. Let me set up my scorecard quickly. Round 1, 10-9 for Coetzee, as Coetzee rallied late. Not a lot of action, but what Coetzee did land, it did hurt Maxim. Again, Coetzee 215, Maxim 185. Coetzee the slight betting favorite, even though his title bout rating is 4 less than Joey Maxim. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard. And the unofficial scorer for title bout boxing is Javier Aguilar Flores. And Javier scores it even. 9-9. So did Coetzee get a point taken away for the low blow? Yes, he did. Ruby Goldstein took a point away for the low blows. I did not notice that. So it's a 9-9 round. So it would have been a Coetzee round. Becomes an even 9-9 round, as Coetzee has been warned for the low blows. As Ruby Goldstein not fooling around here. Let's go to the Joey Maxim corner and Emmanuel Stewart. Stewart calmly speaking to Maxim. He says, you felt his power, you stood up to it, you'll be alright. Work your jab, 1-2s on the inside. Clutch, grab, and punch. Do not let Coetzee get proper distance to land that big right hand. Coetzee not too good of an inside fighter. He's not horrible, but Maxim will be much better on the inside when he is there. But like Emmanuel Stewart is telling him, get your punches off, and if you can't get out, clutch, grab, punch. And repeat and rinse. Now over to the Gerrie Coetzee corner. Let's see what Al Braverman has to say to his fighter. He likes what Coetzee did towards the end of the round. He just wants to see more of it. Gotta land the big punches, Gerry. The big punches. Alright, we move on to round 2 here at Richfield Coliseum. There's the bell. And again, Maxim off his stool quickly. And he lands 2 quick jabs on Coetzee. Maxim again circling the center of the ring. Coetzee comes back with a 1-2. And again Coetzee digs to the body. Maxim felt those punches. Last punch being an uppercut to the solar plexus. Now again in ring center, Maxim moving back and forth, flicking the jab. And again now he throws his jab a little harder and lands 2 quick jabs. Again, Maxim using his jab and then moves away his defensive tactical skills. Coetzee just following him around in the middle of the ring, throws the big left hand, misses, and again Maxim jabs 2 times countering. And there's the counter right hand by Joey Maxim. Scores points. Coetzee is not hurt, but Maxim totally dominating this round with his boxing skills. Misses with the uppercut on the inside. Coetzee backs up to try to get room, and there goes Maxim, left hook to the head and body. Coetzee backs up a bit, trying to get room again. Counter right hand missed by Joey Maxim. Under 35 seconds here in round 2, it's been all Joey Maxim. And there's a good one, too, by Gerrie Coetzee. Coetzee again, and Maxim comes right back with 2 hard jabs. Trying to keep Coetzee out of rhythm. Coetzee trying to find that punching range. Backing up a bit. Now they move to ring center. And there's the bell, and Maxim scores again with 2 quick jabs. A huge round for Joey Maxim. I give that to Maxim 10-9. The fans here enjoyed what the Cleveland, Ohio native did. 10-9 Maxim. I have him up by a point. First round was even due to the low blows by Gerrie Coetzee. Coetzee was backing up a bit, trying to sort of aggressively counter Joey Maxim. He needs to get that punching range. If he's too close, it's no good for him. He's not that good of an inside fighter. He does throw a pretty good uppercut on the inside, and Maxim will have to be aware of that. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard from Title Bout Boxing. Javier Flores scores it 10-9 Maxim, so he has it 19-18 for Joey Maxim after 2. Let's go to the Maxim corner and Emmanuel Stewart. And he says, that's the way, Joey. Keep that up, and we're going to have a points win. Coetzee is known to cut at times, so Maxim could possibly cut him up and get a TKO, but that's highly unlikely. Nothing to report of anything out of the ordinary for cuts, abrasions, or bruises, or swelling in the Maxim corner. Eddie Aliano gives Maxim a sip of water. He spits it out. Let's move to the Gerrie Coetzee corner now. Al Braverman says, you got to let your hands go. You got to let your hands go. And Danny Florio is working on some swelling on the left eye. It's at 4%. Nothing too horrific as Florio is applying the end swell. But those jabs and countering right hands have started the swelling process on Gerrie Coetzee's left eye. And again, Braverman reiterates, you got to let your hands go, Gerrie. You can do it. So we go to round 3, and a very confident Joey Maxim stands up off his stool in his corner. Coetzee gets up off his stool, and you can see a little apprehension in Coetzee's eyes. Sometimes he lacks that confidence you need as a pugilist. They await the bell for round 3. There's the bell. Again, Maxim quickly gets to the center of the ring. He gets into his boxing. Quickly, 2 jabs. Bing, bing. They score 1-2. And again, using his defensive skills side to side. And now on the inside, he ties up Coetzee, who tries to bull him back. But now he pushes away and gets distance. Circling away. Now back and forth, Maxim, flicking that jab, dipping low. And there, he missed with the jab and left hook. Coetzee showed some good defensive skill there. Coetzee is still looking to load up with that big shot. He's following Maxim around the ring. And again, Maxim with a nice one jab after the other. He's just scoring with his jab, moving away, flicking it, keeping Coetzee out of rhythm. Coetzee in no rhythm so far in the last round. In this round, minute 15 to go here in round 3. And there's a big countering right hand. Maxim felt that. He's hurt. Coetzee comes forward. He's got to try to land the big punches here. We're under a minute to go. Coetzee has Maxim trapped in the corner, and he lands another solid right hand. Maxim is very stunned by those blows. He's trying to regroup, regain his legs. He ties up on the inside. Goldstein breaks him. 30 seconds to go. Coetzee has landed 2 thudding right hands, and he lands another good combination. right hand being the left, big punch, and Maxim comes back with 2 jabs, shortening on the inside, and there's the bell. But that was a Coetzee round. Gerrie Coetzee landed some big right hands there, stunned Joey Maxim. Maxim did score quickly with 2 jabs at the end. But that was a close Gerrie Coetzee round in my opinion. I have the fight even after 3. And we're going to go to the unofficial scorecard now for Title Bout Boxing. Javier Flores scores it 10-10. So Flores gave the first round even due to the low blow by Coetzee. Maxim won the second round, and now he gives the third round 10-10. So he has Joey Maxim up by 1. I have it dead even. Let's go to the Joey Maxim corner. Emmanuel Stewart telling Maxim, you got to watch that right hand. Just got to watch that right hand. He keeps saying it. Remember what we did in training. Maxim nods his head. No cuts, abrasions, bruises, or swelling out of the ordinary for Joey Maxim. Eddie Aliano is applying some light end swell to both eyes. Emmanuel Stewart whispers something in Maxim's ear. Now let's move to the Gerrie Coetzee corner, where Al Braverman's a happier camper. He liked those thudding punches that Coetzee scored. But there is concern in the Coetzee corner, because Maxim is working his jab overtime, and now the swelling on Coetzee's left eye is up to 11%, and Danny Florio is feverishly working on it. They don't want it to balloon up anymore. It was 4% the prior round. It's jumped 7% more to 11%. So there is some concern in the Coetzee corner by Braverman and Florio. Braverman says, just let your hands go more. As we prepare for round number 4, Florio continues to work the end swell on that left eye of Gerrie Coetzee. Both fighters off their stool almost simultaneously. Here's the bell for round number 4. And again, Maxim gets to the center of the ring and proceeds with his side-to-side movement. Now he tries to jump in on the inside, but they tie up. Goldstein breaks him. Again, Maxim, side-to-side movement, dips low, comes up, lands a countering shot there. Nice counter right hand by Joey Maxim. As Coetzee was starting to... And again, a nice counter right hand. He's beating Gerrie Coetzee to the punch. Coetzee is trying to load up, but Maxim has tagged him twice with countering rights. 2 minutes to go here in round 4. And Joey Maxim lands a left and then a left hook off the jab. Maxim looks very good. Coetzee backs up a bit, trying to find distance for that right hand once again. Maxim's ring generalship outstanding so far with 1:30 to go. And again, he lands 2 left hands. There's a jab. Missed with the left hook. Coetzee dipped away from that one. And Coetzee counters with shots to the head and body. He gets on the inside with a big uppercut. Maxim is in trouble these days. Coetzee trying to press the attack. And now, a solid chopping right hand on the inside by Gerrie Coetzee. Again, Maxim is shaken. But he comes back with 2 hard jabs, stopping Coetzee's onslaught. 35 seconds left in round 4. Maxim trying to keep distance now. Coetzee, left hook missed by Joey Maxim. And he's countered by a good scoring right hand by Gerrie Coetzee. Maxim comes right back on the inside with a 1-2. 10 seconds to go and back and forth round. And there's the bell. Best round for action here. As I take a sip of iced tea. That was the best back and forth round, and probably tremendous round. The crowd is on their feet. Coetzee landed the harder thudding punches, but Maxim did feel them, but came back quite well. I give that round even. And that's an even round. And it's going to be interesting to see. It looks like Coetzee's eye, that left eye, is swelling up even worse now. I mean, Maxim has felt that power from Gerrie Coetzee. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard for Title Bout Boxing. Javier Flores, he also scores it 10-10. He still has Joey Maxim 39-38 after 4. I have it dead even after 4. It's a very closely fought contest, and that was the best action round of the fight, and the fans really appreciate it here at the Richfield Coliseum. Let's go to the Joey Maxim corner. Again, Emmanuel Stewart is calmly speaking to Maxim. He says, you gotta avoid those right hands, but you're taking them pretty well, but let's not continue that trend. And he smiles a little bit. Maxim smiles a little bit. Eddie Aliano rubbing the grease on Maxim's face. Now he starts rubbing up Maxim's arms. Maxim asks for some water. He gets it. Now let's move to the Gerrie Coetzee corner. Check out that swelling. The swelling on his left eye is now up to 24%. So again, Maxim might not hit hard, but he's hitting him a lot. He continues to put that jab and some counter rights on that eye. That left eye is now swelling at 24%, and it was at 11% the prior round. So that's going to be becoming a very difficult situation in the Coetzee corner. Again, Danny Florio working quite feverishly to bring that swelling down. But Coetzee has eaten a lot of jabs and counter right hands by Joey Maxim. Braverman likes what Coetzee did, but you got to let your hands go more, he keeps telling him. But Maxim's movement and defensive abilities and ring generalship, he knows when to throw his punches to keep Gerrie Coetzee off balance, and Maxim's not afraid to get in on the inside when he wants to rest. Maxim's probably the better inside fighter, not the bigger puncher. Again, he has to be leery of that uppercut that Coetzee did catch him with in round 4 on the inside. That's probably Coetzee's best punch on the inside, the uppercut to the head. So we prepare for round number 5, as still Coetzee sits on his stool and Florio still works on that swelling. Ruby Goldstein says the round's coming up. Goldstein signals the timekeeper to start round 5. There's a slight delay as he admonishes Coetzee's corner and Al Braverman get out of the ring. And here's the bell for round 5. Maxim quickly gets to that center of the ring. He wants to establish that ring generalship all over again. Again, Maxim moving. And now he ties up. They break. Coetzee just again looking to load up. He wants to come on the inside and land that uppercut. He missed with that shot. No, it gets through. It gets through. The right cross got through. And another one gets through. Maxim is staggered. Coetzee has gotten through Maxim's defense here in round 5. He pursues. He's coming forward. Maxim backing up. And now he ties up, tries to get a breather as they wrestle. Ruby Goldstein breaks a minute 42 to go here in round 5. Coetzee has been able to land 2 good thudding right-handed combinations. And again, Coetzee moving forward, misses with that left hook there. And he is countered by solid jabs by Joey Maxim. Again, Maxim on the outside fighting defensively, mixes with a counter left hook. Coetzee avoided that punch. And that swelling's getting worse on his eye. And an uppercut from the outside misses. And he is countered by 2 excellent jabs by Maxim. You don't want to throw that uppercut from too far outside because you will get countered. Maxim did not come with the counter right. Again, he throws from the outside with that uppercut. And this time he is countered by the big right hand of Joey Maxim. Big meaning scoring blow, not a lot of punishment there. That swelling's getting worse on Coetzee's eye, and he ties up and he's pawing at that eye. Coetzee is pawing at that eye as the referee cautions both fighters for dirty tactics on the inside. Another tough round to score there. Wow, that was a close round. Coetzee caught Maxim early, stunned him. Maxim regrouped his senses, and Coetzee got a little too happy with that uppercut on the outside. The first big one he missed, he got countered by 2 snapping jabs right on that swelling. And the second one he missed from the outside, Joey Maxim let go with the 1-2 and the countering right hand. If Maxim had power, it would have really done damage to Coetzee. All excellent scoring blows, but very little power on the Joey Maxim punching. I give that round even. That's a tough round to score. This is a very close fight. The fans are very appreciative here at the Richfield Coliseum. Joey Maxim showing his just pure guile as a pugilist. Unofficial scoring by Javier Flores. He gives that a Gerrie Coetzee round. So after 5 rounds unofficially, Javier Flores for Title Bout Boxing has it all even at 48 apiece. Let's go to the Joey Maxim corner and Emmanuel Stewart. He wants Maxim to be a little more active with that jab, as he's seen his fighter eat some solid right-handed combinations, thudding punches by Gerrie Coetzee. But again, the big punches are from Gerrie Coetzee, but Maxim has no damage other than the ordinary nicks and bruises in a pugilistic contest. Nothing out of the ordinary. Again, Eddie Aliano working some light end swell around the eyes. Emmanuel Stewart says a little more with the 1-2 combinations. Let's counter him more. That swelling, Emmanuel Stewart's telling that swelling around Coetzee's left eye is getting much worse. Maxim nods his head. Now let's go over to the Gerrie Coetzee corner with Al Braverman and Danny Florio. Check out that swelling. Florio did a pretty good job, though. The swelling has only gone up 3% to 27%. So Florio's done a very good job on that swelling of the left eye for Gerrie Coetzee. And Braverman says, you got to let your hands go more, Gerry. He's telling Coetzee he likes what he's doing, but Coetzee just gets out of rhythm. And that's to do with Joey Maxim's movement and Maxim's excellent countering ability. As we prepare for round 6 here at Richfield Coliseum in Ohio. Joey Maxim from Cleveland, Ohio. The fans are behind him, but Coetzee does have his fair share of supporters here. Let's quickly go to the traits and just check out the endurance. Fairly even still, as Coetzee has landed the much harder punches. But as you can see, the conditioning around Gerrie Coetzee's eye. Okay, the left swelling is starting to get worse, even though Florio is doing a very good job in that corner. Nothing to report for Joey Maxim. Let's go back to the corner view as we get set for round number 6. The referee, Ruby Goldstein, signals to the timekeeper. Here's the bell. Round 6. Again, Maxim off his stool quickly and using his boxing technique. As the referee's... Oh! Good defense there by Maxim. And he counters with a left and then a left hook. Coetzee loaded up with his left hook. Maxim counter with a jab and left hook. And now again, Coetzee trying to throw the right uppercut from the outside is quickly countered with a 1-2-3 combination by Joey Maxim. And again, following up as he goes back with 2 jabs. Coetzee seems to be tired in this round. Maxim is more than glad to pot shot him from the outside. Maxim moving, Coetzee just not cutting the ring off here. Coetzee loads up again with a left hook, missing Maxim by a mile. Maxim decides not to counter. He moves away. Coetzee backs up, trying to lure Maxim in. Misses again with a 1-2 combination. Maxim moves away, jumps in on the inside, scores 2 blows in the body, and moves out. Again, Maxim works his jab. It's been all Joey Maxim with 1:10 to go left in the round. Again, Maxim works that jab. When will he follow with the right behind it? Under a minute to go, it's been all Joey Maxim. That swelling's getting very bad. And now Coetzee ties him up. Maxim pushes him away. The smaller Maxim. And now again Maxim moves forward behind the jab. And now to the side. He's going to let that right hand go at some point. It's been a big Joey Maxim round. Right-left combination misses by Coetzee. Maxim moves away, slides left. Maxim tries to leap in with an uppercut. Bad move there by Joey. And now, finally, Coetzee counters him. First punch is landed by Coetzee. Maxim misses at the bell. That was a big round for Joey Maxim. And that swelling is getting much, much worse. Coetzee seems totally frustrated. He seems like he is losing some stamina. Maxim took it very easy in that round. He just let his hands go and just moved side to side. He jumped on the inside when he wanted to, and he started to feel it towards the end of the round. He was much more aggressive, trying to land uppercuts on the inside. I don't know, Maxim, even though at 185, is a fairly, very strong fighter. You could sense that Coetzee could be fading. I give that round 10-9 easily to Joey Maxim. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Title Bout Boxing. Javier Flores scores it 10-9 for Maxim, and once again he has Joey Maxim up 58-57, up by 1 point after 6. I have Maxim up also by 1 point after 6. Let me just double check my scorecard quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Maxim's up by 1 point. Let's go to the Joey Maxim corner. Emmanuel Stewart is just ecstatic over the effort his fighter put forth in round number 6. He said, "That's the way, Joey. Beautiful, beautiful. Keep it up, keep it up." As again, he is telling him that swelling is getting worse. Just keep pumping that jab in his face. You'd like to see Maxim throw a few more counter right hands. He does warn Maxim about throwing those too many uppercuts. Not so much about throwing them, but he wants him to make sure he's in the proper distance, not from too far out. As you know, Evander Holyfield knocked out Buster Douglas to win the title. Counter right hand off a wide uppercut from the outside. And that's what he's sort of warning Joey Maxim about. Eddie Aliano, again, light end swell around Maxim's eyes. Nothing to really report there. Let's move over to the Gerrie Coetzee corner. And from here, that swelling just looks to be much worse. The swelling has now jumped 10%. His left eye is swollen to 37% now. And they are putting max effort into that eye. Danny Floyer pressing that end swell, trying to really move that swelling. You can see Coetzee wince in his corner. As, again, Maxim is nowhere near as hard of a puncher as Gerrie Coetzee. Practically no punching power. But if you hit someone enough, they're going to swell, and Maxim lets his hands go. And Braverman is very concerned. He says, "Harry, you got to change the momentum of this fight. This eye's not getting any better." And again, the confidence is draining away from Gerrie Coetzee as he slumped in his corner. As we prepare for round number 7, we're going to check out the stamina in a moment. Let's go to traits here. And you can see now, endurance-wise, Joey Maxim does have an edge. And Maxim was in a really good rhythm. Let's see if he can continue that in round number 7. Here's the bell for round number 7. Both fighters off their stool. Again, Maxim wants to get to that ring center and then work from there, side to side. Dips away from that countering shot there by Coetzee, and as Coetzee misses, Maxim nails him with 2 snapping jabs, and that swelling gets worse. Coetzee moves to the ropes. Maxim does not follow, though. Now they tie up as Coetzee comes forward. Coetzee is really having trouble with that swelling. And again, 2 nice, solid snapping jabs right on that swelling by Joey Maxim. And there, Coetzee lands to the head, and then the body. Maxim felt those blows. He moves back, and good right hand by Coetzee. Coetzee trying to get in a rhythm here. He is taking control this round. Another good countering score As Coetzee continues to move forward, Maxim tries to move side to side. He's in the corner, trying to get out of the corner. Minute 15 to go here in round number 7. And both fighters throw, but Coetzee gets a much better of those punches. Maxim backing up. Coetzee moving forward, and that swelling is bothering him as he continues to pot his eye. But Coetzee is loading up with a big shots now, and he hurts Maxim again. Maxim gasping for air. Coetzee now letting his hands go. It's a free-for-all with Gerrie Coetzee. He is winging and winging hard. Maxim feels those blows, continues to back up, and he counters him with a couple of shots to the body, but Coetzee continues to come forward. 15 seconds left here in round 7. Big left hook misses by Maxim on a 1-2-3 by, misses by Coetzee. 1-2-3 by Maxim, as Maxim tries to steal the round at the end. Misses with that left hook. Very good round for Gerrie Coetzee. He hurt Maxim on quite a few occasions as he got back into a rhythm, but Maxim did deliver those snapping jabs. Once again, that swelling on Coetzee's eye is getting worse. He continues to paw at it. It is bothering him. You could see the urgency on Gerrie Coetzee. He let his hands go, and he nailed Maxim on many an occasion. That is a Gerrie Coetzee round 10-9. Maxim has stood up, never in danger of touching the canvas. He has been, he has felt the blows. So let's go to the unofficial score for Tight About Boxing. Javier Flores scores at 10-9 Gerrie Coetzee, and after 7, he has it 67-67 with 8 rounds to go. And it's quite ironic that a stoppage could come, and it could be Joey Maxim winning by stoppage due to that swelling as Coetzee's eye. And we're going to go to the Coetzee corner first. As Coetzee's eye, that swelling's now up to 42%. He is having a lot of trouble seeing out of that left eye. And again, Danny Florio really using that end swell. You can see him pushing the swelling, and that's not a pleasant feeling. As again, Coetzee winces a bit. Al Braverman barking instructions at Coetzee now. He goes, that's the way to do it. Let your hands go, Harry. Let your hands go. You got to knock him out. This swelling's getting very bad. He's trying to put the urgency in his fighter. He liked the urgency that Coetzee showed. And Coetzee's offense, when he's in rhythm, is his best defense. Let's now move to the Joey Maxim corner. Emmanuel Stewart wants Maxim to get back in that nice defensive rhythm. But Gerrie Coetzee really imposed his will on Maxim that round, but it took a lot out of him. And that eye is swelling even worse. Again, Emmanuel Stewart telling Maxim, use the jab, and come with the counter right more. And right now he doesn't want Maxim to get in on the inside. He wants no chance of Coetzee trying to rough him up on the inside and land that is one really solid punch that Coetzee throws on the inside is a very good uppercut. No nicks, abrasions, bruises, or cuts out of the ordinary to report from the Maxim corner. Again, Eddie Aliano. Some light end swell work, now rubbing Maxim's arms. As we prepare for round number 8, here from the Richfield Coliseum in Ohio. Very close fight between Joey Maxim and Gerrie Coetzee. Quickly go to the traits. Let's check out the endurance here. And now it's almost even up again because Coetzee did put a thudding on Maxim with some hard blows. And now there is bleeding. I missed that. So a cut did open up again. And let's just go back and check. It was from a punch. It was from a punch, so Coetzee is in horrible shape. So he has a cut over the right eye, swelling around the left eye. This is looking much better for Joey Maxim. And it was the left hook that did it on the inside by Maxim. Again, that was done by a punch. I'm looking back, no headbutt. I'll go back and make sure. So Coetzee's face is starting to look like ground beef. We get prepared for round number 8. Coetzee looking to fight defensively here. Both fighters looking to fight defensively. And this serves a tremendous... Oh, as I say that, he catches Maxim trying to come in and throw punches. Good blow there. Maxim backs up a bit. Now they tie up as Coetzee comes forward. But again, Coetzee is staying on the outside right now. Looking to pot shot Joey Maxim as he's trying to give his corner a chance. Not let Maxim... Oh, right hand missed by Coetzee. He's loading up when he does throw. And now Maxim tries to come in to rough him up, but he's caught by a left hook to the head body and a short chopping right hand by Coetzee. And now Maxim gets in on the inside and lets his hands go. And the blood is flowing once again from Gerrie Coetzee's eye. And Ruby Goldstein's looking at it. Big left hook misses by Coetzee. Let's see if Maxim will open up now. Again, a left hook misses by Coetzee. Maxim looking to counter. Steps back, looking for room. And again, Coetzee is missing with his punches, but Maxim is not countering. He's on the inside now. There's a wrestling a bit. Goldstein breaks him. 45 seconds left in the round. Very close round, but Coetzee's face is an awful mess. Coetzee digs to the body. Those punches landed. Maxim stays on the inside. Coetzee misses with that left hook on the inside. Maxim backs up a little bit. Again, Coetzee misses with a 1-2 combination, but Maxim does not counter. So the few punches that Maxim did throw did a job on Harry's face. Swelling's worse, bleeding's worse, but that is a Coetzee round. He threw more punches and landed the harder punches. I give it 10-9 to Gerrie Coetzee, but that's not the main point. Coetzee is on the verge of being stopped due to the swelling and cuts. The man with the bionic right hand has to land that huge shot. He's got to get Maxim out of there. I don't think he can go much longer. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard. Javier Flores gives that round to Gerrie Coetzee. Coetzee is now taking round 7 and now round 8. On his scorecard, Coetzee has a 2-point lead, 77-76. But again, I don't think it's going to go to the scorecards. His face is a mess. And we're going to go to the Coetzee corner first once again, as a lot of work being done. Danny Florio is working that swelling. He is just a mess. Braverman's saying, you got to open up, Harry. You got to open up. You might need a knockout. Though Florio has got the swelling down to 36%. So a good job there. And it looks like he has stopped the bleeding for now. Now we'll go to the Maxim corner. Emmanuel Stewart wants Maxim to pick up the pace now. You got your second win, he's telling him. Pick up the pace. And he's telling him he has Coetzee slightly ahead to put some urgency into Joey. Let's go to the traits and the endurance. Again, slight edge it looks to Joey Maxim. Let's go to condition. The cut has been closed over his right eye. Still has that swelling though. Around the left eye. Nothing to report for Joey Maxim. He's still in excellent shape. Again, just the normal nicks and abrasions in a pugilistic contest. So we prepare for round number 9. Very close fight. The fans here at Richfield Coliseum have got their money's worth. Here's round 9. Coetzee, slight edge on my scorecard and the unofficial scorecard. Even Emmanuel Stewart told Joey Maxim, you got to get busier here. And it's Coetzee who lands first and hard. And Maxim is trying to hang on. Coetzee pushes him away. Coetzee going all out here. could really put the hurt on Joey Maxim. Maxim lands a solid 1-2 combination. Maxim looks to stand his ground right now and get play back. Again, Maxim lands a solid 1-2 combination. Coetzee presses forward. Maxim steps back a bit just to get space and lands a 1-2-3 on Coetzee. Again, Maxim's letting his hands go here. Those punches are not hurting Coetzee, but it's causing a lot of swelling, and the cut looks to have reopened now as Coetzee continues to press forward, trying to nail Maxim with a go-home punch. 1:20 to go here in round 9. And again, Coetzee eats a right hand. He starts to go back. That left eye is looking really bad. Really bad. And Maxim comes forward looking to let his hands go. Now they tie up on the inside. Goldstein had a quick look on it before he broke the fight. There's under a minute to go. Maxim with a slight edge here. Again, they tie up on the inside. Coetzee doesn't want to let go. Goldstein forces him to break. 30 seconds left. Can Maxim get off a couple more combinations to really do more damage? And he does! 1-2-3 by Maxim. All straight shots, snapping Coetzee's head back. Coetzee misses with a wide, big right uppercut. And that was a very good round for Joey Maxim. He let his hands go like Emmanuel Stewart wanted him to. Maxim was much more flat-footed. He stood his ground. He did use his defensive skills, but he just moved back a bit, a little bit to the side, hands up, dipped a little bit. He let his hands go. Emmanuel Stewart very happy in that corner. As Coetzee is just, his face is in a world of hurt. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard before we go to the Coetzee corner. I give that round number 9 to Joey Maxim quite handily. Here's the scorecard for the Title Bout boxing judge, Javier Flores. Again, this is unofficial. It's unofficial. And he gives that round to Maxim. So Maxim's not a big puncher, but he's a good defensive fighter, a good, excellent ring generalship. He has good boxing ability. Again, not the dancing boxing ability. He will move on his toes a bit. He slides side to side. He knows how to work the angles. He stood more flat-footed in that round. He stood there. He got his punches off, and he'd move on the angles to keep Coetzee off balance. Let's go to the chat quickly as we have a good friend of the channel in between rounds. The Cubs of Bear says, I will be the first to admit I don't know much about boxing, but I didn't think Maxim was a heavyweight. Joey Maxim was a light heavyweight, but he did fight at heavyweight on many occasions because he made more money. If you go to Boxing Rec, I left a link below for Boxing Rec. He fought Ezzard Charles 5 times. He lost 5 times. He fought Jersey Joe Walcott 3 or 4 times. He beat Walcott once. He fought Floyd Patterson. When Patterson was young, he beat Patterson. Controversial decision, but he decisioned Patterson over 8 rounds. I want to say he fought Rex Lane also, who was a heavyweight. He bounced between 174 to 188, and he made more money at heavyweight. So let's go to the Gerrie Coetzee corner, which his face is a mess. The swelling now goes back up to 40% as he ate a lot of punches to the head. As Maxim used Gerrie Coetzee's head as his own personal dartboard as he was darting him with lefts and rights. The cut has not reopened up though, so Flores done a good job with that. He's doing a wonderful job on the eye. It's just his fighter gets hit a lot. Braverman saying you got to go for the knockout. You got to go for the knockout. But will Coetzee take this round out to try to catch a breather and then go for the knockout? We shall see. Over to the Joey Maxim corner. And Emmanuel Stewart very happy. Very happy that Maxim stood his ground and did work the angles. And how Maxim let his hands go. Again, nothing out of the ordinary to report from the Maxim corner when it comes to abrasions, nicks, cuts, or contusions. Again, light and swell work by Eddie Aliano, and that's about it. Let's check out the endurance before we go to round 10. And Coetzee is starting to fade and fade fast. Maxim still has a decent amount of endurance as we'll be entering round 10. Not outstanding, but still much better than Coetzee. That swelling is getting worse. The cut over his right eye is still closed, which is testament to the work by Florio in his corner. Back to the corner view. Both fighters starting to get off their stool. Maxim much faster, Coetzee much slower. Goldstein looks to the timekeeper. He says, ring the bell. Here's round 10. And Maxim's going to stay on the outside. And Coetzee also looks to want to work from the outside. Both fighters looking to catch their breather here in round number 10. No action so far. Pawing. And there is a countering 1-2. Light blows, but they score for Joey Maxim, and he just moves away. Now they tie up. Coetzee is very happy about this. He just wants to rest, it seems, in this round. Little boos from the crowd here. They want to see more action. 2 minutes to go. And there, Coetzee gets the distance, and he lands those thudding hard shots. Maxim starts to back up. He felt those punches. Then now Coetzee comes forward. He's letting his hands go. Those are good, hard combinations by Gerrie Coetzee. Maxim continues to dip away from that shot there. Maxim stays low, comes up, and lands the 1-2. Maxim moves away now, hands held high. Coetzee just ties up. There's Braverman screaming from the corner, let your hands go, Harry, let your hands go. He's there, punch, punch. But Coetzee does not. Coetzee paws at his eye and now ties up. Goldstein breaks the clamp grip of Coetzee. 45 seconds to go. Coetzee is winning this round. Again, he ties up. It's a close round, but Coetzee landed those 2 good, hard, thudding combinations. And now again, a 1-2-3 by Coetzee snaps Maxim's head. Maxim backs away, slides to his left. Coetzee does not pursue, though. Misses with that shot, and there's the bell. So Coetzee won that round. Maxim really very conservative in that round. I don't know if that's the best strategy. Maxim does have a habit to do this in his bouts. And Emmanuel Stewart wants him to open up more in this coming round. He's told him, you took that round off. You gotta let your hands go now. That was a Coetzee round. And Coetzee really didn't work that hard, but when he had the opportunities, you got to give Gerry credit. He let his hands go, and he hit him with good shots. Maxim felt those shots. Again, Coetzee at 215, Joey Maxim 185. But on the inside, Coetzee is not really roughing him up anymore. He's just looking to hold. As that eye is a mess. And before we go to the scorecard, let's go to the Coetzee corner. Florio continues to work on it, and he's brought it down now in the corner to 36%. Hats off to Danny Florio in that corner, working on that eye, and the cut has not reopened on Coetzee. And Maxim he has an opportunity here, Joey Maxim. He's got to let his hands go. Again, this is a very close fight. Let's go to the scorecard, and then we'll go to the Joey Maxim corner. The unofficial scorecard from Title About Boxing. Javier Flores gives that round to Coetzee. So after 10, he has Gerrie Coetzee 96, Joey Maxim 95. I have it very similar. I think I have it even, though. I'll go through the card after. I did give that round to Coetzee 10-9, and the prior round to Maxim 10-9. Go to the Maxim corner. Again, nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to nicks, cuts, abrasions, or bruises. Light end swell work by Eddie Aliano. Rubs up some grease on Maxim's face and chest and arms. Stewart's giving Maxim some water. Maxim swills it around in his mouth, spits it out in the bucket. And Emmanuel Stewart wants him to let his hands go. He's telling them it's a close fight, and he's telling Joey, I have you slightly behind. He's trying to motivate his fighter. Very patiently, but he's trying to motivate him. Maxim has an excellent opportunity to advance to round 2 of this tournament. This was a very favorable draw in the blind draw for Joey. Even for Gerrie Coetzee, it was a favorable draw. He wasn't going to get hurt by punches, but he's been chopped up. That face is becoming mincemeat as we prepare for round number 11. There's the bell. And Coetzee quickly comes off his stool, and he wants to knock Maxim's block off. And Maxim's right there for him. Maxim's going to stand his ground, use that side-to-side movement, and counter, it looks like. And then Coetzee gets off first, and Maxim is hurt. Maxim tries to press forward, but Coetzee pushes him off. He will not let Maxim tie him up. Maxim gets on the inside, lets 2 left hooks go, scoring blows that did not hurt Coetzee. Maxim backs up a bit, trying to regroup. Coetzee comes forward with a 1-2-3. Maxim is in trouble. Very stationary now, but that's why he lands a thudding. That's the best punch Maxim's thrown. That counter right hand, they tie up on the inside. And again, Coetzee starts to paw at that eye. Puts his hands up high, trying to protect his face. Again, they tie up. Coetzee wants to tie up now. He continues to paw at that swelling in his left eye. Maxim with an opportunity here. He's standing flat-footed, but he's not throwing punches. And again, they tie up. Maxim could be tiring here. Maybe the bigger man is starting to wear him down on the inside. 30 seconds to go here. Not a lot of action. It came early, the action, and it's been pretty... And there, a good combination. Good right hand by Coetzee. Maxim is backing up. Coetzee lands again. Good scoring blows. Big round for Gerrie Coetzee. That left hook missed. So Coetzee was able to impose his will on Joey Maxim, and Maxim seems to be tiring now. He did not let his hands go. So maybe the weight of Coetzee is starting to wear Joey Maxim down. I give that round 10-9 to Coetzee convincingly. Coetzee landed the more harder punches, the better punches, and more punches. Let's go to the scorecard. Javier Flores also gives round 11 to Gerrie Coetzee from South Africa, 10-9. Coetzee now has a 2-point lead, 106-104 after 11. Let's go to the Coetzee corner, check out that eye. And Florio's end swell work has been fabulous in these past few rounds. The swelling has now gone down to 31%. Again, also give some credit to Gerrie Coetzee. His best defense is his offense, and he let his hands go. And Maxim just didn't throw punches. Manuel Stewart, probably the first time he's really not happy with his fighter, Joey Maxim, in the corner, speaking a little more sternly to Maxim. Again, light end swell work for Eddie Aliano. Nothing to report out of the ordinary in the Maxim corner, except that Stewart, you've got to let your hands go, Joey. It's slipping away. It's slipping away, he's telling him. As we prepare for round number 12, we'll quickly check the endurance and go from there. The Maxim fans here at the Coliseum are becoming quite concerned as both fighters' endurance is starting to fade. The cut over the right eye has not reopened. That's good news for Coetzee. And also good news is Florio's end swell work on that swelling on the left eye has reduced it quite significantly, back down to 31%. It was almost at 50% a few rounds back. So we move to round 11. Let's see how the fighters will approach round 11, how their corners want them to handle it. Oops, close that. Here's the bell. Round 11. Both fighters a little slow off their stools. And again, it looks like Maxim has come out to stand toe-to-toe. And Coetzee is looking to load up. And Maxim misses with the 1-2. And Coetzee counters with 2 left hooks to the body. Scoring blows. And Coetzee is breathing heavy. He is really feeling fatigue as Maxim drills him with 2 jabs, snapping Coetzee's head back. Maxim missed with that left hook. Coetzee was able to avoid that one. But not those jabs. 2 jabs and a left hook, all left-handed. And now Maxim trying to work to Coetzee's body as Coetzee is really tiring here. The 1-2 misses. Coetzee was able to get his hands up to parry that blow away. Minute 30 to go here in round 12. And Coetzee is very fatigued as he's trying to avoid those Maxim shots. Maxim now dancing around Coetzee. But Mino Stewart wants his hands. Let your hand, and there he goes! The best blows of the fight by Maxim. He leaped inside, landing shots to the body and then up to the head. Coetzee is hurt. That left eye is a mess. Goldstein looking at it. Coetzee continues to back up. Maxim comes forward, misses with that shot. And now, countering with big shots as Gerrie Coetzee is stopping Maxim in his tracks. Maxim looking to regroup with 30 seconds left here in round 12. And he catches Coetzee coming forward with 2 left hooks. 1 to the body, 1 to the head. It's been Joey Maxim this round. Coetzee did land those solid punches. And there's the bell. So 1 rally by Coetzee, but it was not enough. And the crowd enjoyed that action there as Coetzee slowly goes back to his corner. Braverman gets him and puts him on the stool. Coetzee seems very fatigued. And that eye is bothering him once again. It's been bothering him since that swelling started, but he looks very fatigued now. And we're going to go to the Coetzee corner before we go to the scorecards. As the swelling has now gone up 8% to 39%. Florio continues to work that end swell, pressing and pushing that swelling away, trying to keep Gerrie Coetzee's left eye open. Braverman says, "You're ahead, but you're fading. Are you all right, Gerrie?" Coetzee nods his head. And he says, "Let's do it then." Let's go to the unofficial scorecard. I gave that 10-9 to Maxim. And I believe it's all even up now. Let's go to Javier Flores' card. I think on my scorecard I have it even. And Flores still has Coetzee up by 1. So after 12 on the Javier Flores Title Bout Boxing unofficial scorecard, 115-114. This has been a heck of a matchup here. There's been lulls in the action at times, but it's been a very good, solid, entertaining fight. Let's go to the Joey Maxim corner. Maxim has been hit hard, but no abrasions, no swelling, nothing out of the ordinary. Again, the light end swell work by Eddie Aliano. Emmanuel Stewart very happy with what Joey Maxim did that round. And now he says you got 13, 14, and 15 to go, and you got to fight each round a little better. You got a chance to advance. He keeps telling Maxim, a chance to advance. You got a chance to advance, Joey. Let's go to the endurance. And now both fighters are going to have to dig down deep. They're going to have to dig down deep in these championship rounds, 13, 14, and 15. It's a close fight. Both fighters, Coetzee is winded. And Maxim is getting there. So who wants it more? We shall find out. We await the bell for round number 13. As Clinton Parks has jumped in the chat, thank you very much for joining us. He says, as I once again listen to a heavyweight match on 1030 WBZ Radio, sponsored by Al Red Sox Fan Channel. I added that part. Always good to have the Cubs, the Bears, and Clinton Parks in the chat. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now we move on to round 13, the hard luck round. Who's going to dig down more? We shall see. Goldstein signals to the timekeeper. There's the bell. Both fighters slowly off their stool. They move towards the center of the ring. Coetzee is looking to load up with big punches, but he's nothing behind those blows. Scoring, but nothing there. And Maxim comes back with a jab left hook. Maxim standing his ground. moving side to side, working the angles. Coetzee is just right in front of him. Coetzee looking to load up, not letting his hands go. Maxim looking in there. Coetzee loads up and misses. Maxim moves away on the angle, but not throwing punches. Both fighters they're fatigued. They're taking a breather, and now Maxim leaps on the inside and lets a 4-punch combination go. 3 to the body and 1 up to the head, and now 2 left hooks to Coetzee's head. Coetzee starts to move back, and he is, that face is in just horrible condition. That swelling is very bad. Goldstein looking in. Maxim ties up now. Coetzee ties him up on the inside. Maxim pushes him away. Maxim taking a breather here. He thinks he has control of the round. He does, and just as I say that, he comes in on the inside, lets his hands go to the head, and then digs one to the body. Working that left hand overtime is Joey Maxim, taking total control of this round now. I don't think Coetzee can see anymore out of that eye. Goldstein looking at it. Maxim trying to load up now. He shouldn't do that. He should just try to look to let his hands go and look for a stoppage. He's close to a TKO, and Coetzee grabs him, holding on for dear life. Goldstein breaks him 25 seconds ago. Goldstein took a good look at Coetzee's eye when he broke him. Coetzee hands up, moving away, no longer the aggressor. Maxim missed with those blows. And at the bell, both men looked like they wanted to throw, but did not. That was a huge Joey Maxim round. Good scoring blows by Maxim. And Coetzee is dead tired. Again, Braverman and gets him and brings his fighter back to the stool. Coetzee slumping to the stool, hands on the ropes, arms on the ropes, and they're working feverishly to try to revive him and work that swelling. Round 13 I give to Joey Maxim. An impressive round 13 for Maxim. If he had any punching power, Coetzee would have been gone. Before we go to the scorecard, we're going to the Gerrie Coetzee corner. Swelling's now up to 44%. And the cut on the right eyebrow is bleeding once again. So Al Braverman's actually working the cuts and the swelling. And it's Danny Florio now trying to motivate as they switched off. Braverman also a cut man, as well as Danny Florio. They're both trainers and cutmen. So they have switched off. And Coetzee is a mess. Blood over the right eye coming down. Swelling around the left eye. Not good for Gerry. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard. And Javier Flores gives that round to Joey Maxim. And he has it 124-124, folks. You can't get any closer than this. It's even with 2 rounds to go. Both fighters, they're fighting on heart and determination. And right now it looks like Joey Maxim has a bit more. Emmanuel Stewart very happy in that corner. He wants Maxim to stand his ground and work the angles. But be wary of the right uppercut on the inside. And he tells Maxim, you know what you're doing in there. You know what you're doing in there. If you feel you're not at the right distance on the inside, move away. Move away. So we're coming up on round 14. The fans here at Richfield Coliseum, they've seen a good, solid fight. There has been lulls in the action at times. But all in all, a good, solid, professional fight. An excellent effort put forth by Joey Maxim, the fan favorite here. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to the traits here. Maxim still has a little bit left in the tank. Coetzee's gas is on empty, folks. Let's go to Coetzee's conditioning. Swelling's getting worse. Bleeding over his right eye. They have not been able to stop it. Back to the corner view. 6 minutes. 6 minutes left in this fight. Dead even. Unofficially. Goldstein signals. There's the bell. Fighters are off there still. Coetzee very slow. And it looks like Maxim, they look like they're just going to catch a breather here. It looks like a breather this round. Maxim throws a combination half-heartedly to keep Coetzee from getting any rhythm. He does not score with those blows. And Coetzee just really looking to take a breather here. And so is Maxim. Coetzee lands a 1-2 combination. Maxim absorbed those well, moved away. He rolled with the punches there. Now Maxim tries to move forward. They tie up. Referee breaks them. Coetzee really does not. He is trying to get a breather in this round. Nothing. This is one of the dull rounds we've come across. This might not be a good strategy. It looks like it's going to be all or nothing for round 15. Some boos coming down from the stands here. And Maxim scores with 2 jabs and steps away. This round's up for grabs. A minute to go, and both fighters throw simultaneously, and both stun each other. Wow! For nothing that happened, all of a sudden lightning strike twice. Under a minute to go here, and now both fighters trying to regroup. And now Maxim comes on the inside, lets his hands go to the body, and Coetzee just backs away. They tie up. Maxim tries to work his free hand to no avail, though. 10 seconds. Goldstein looking at that eye. Coetzee keeps his hands up high. Maxim missed with that combination. Coetzee, 1-2 combination lands at the bell. And that round, very close round. I give it even. I give it a 10-10 round. So it's going to come down on my scorecard the final 3 minutes. And Coetzee just slumps in his corner. Unofficial score, Javier Flores, Title Bout Boxing, 10-10. After 14 rounds complete, nothing's been decided. It's a dead even fight at 134 to 134. Even with the tremendous lull in the action, you had that point in the round about a minute left where lightning struck twice. Both fighters let their hands go simultaneously and both wobbled each other ever so briefly, and they had to regroup. Maxim did come back to impose his will towards the end of the round. I just don't think it was enough. I gave it an even round. Flores gives it an even round. Again, our scorecards are unofficial. Let's go to the Gerrie Coetzee corner for one last time before the fight ends. The swelling, 41%, but you know what? Doesn't really matter now. I can't see Goldstein stopping the fight with 3 minutes to go in a fight this close. Coetzee would have to be in a world of hurt for Goldstein to step in and stop it. Braverman saying, it's anyone's fight, Harry. Anyone's fight. Everything you have. Everything. 3 minutes to live. 3 minutes to die. 3 minutes to live, Harry. Let's go to the Joey Maxim corner. And Emmanuel Stewart practically echoing what Braverman said in the Coetzee corner. Except he just, not to the extent of live and die, but let your hands go, Joey. The fight's there. Whoever wins this round is going to win the fight, he's telling them. It's close, Joey. Let your hands go early and often. Both fighters off their stool, they move to the center of the ring. As we approach round 15, Ruby Goldstein makes them touch gloves and wishes them both good luck. Here's the bell, final 3 minutes. Who shall advance to round 2? This has been a good, solid fight, entertaining. And there it is, both fighters. And Maxim he's going to look to fight on the outside and pot shot and counter. Moving forward slowly, Gerrie Coetzee. So Coetzee is looking to load up and take Maxim out. And there's the first big blows of the bout of the round, and missing. And Coetzee is countered quite beautifully by Joey Maxim. Left to the head, left to the body. Maxim again moves away. Maxim Gonna barks now, and then, oh! Ruby Goldstein! The blood is flowing! The blood is flowing! The left hook to the body, then up to the head, and oh, a lot of blood and swelling, and that is it! They have, just as I thought that Goldstein would not stop the fight, he has stepped in. He called, was it the doctor? He called for the doctor, and it is the doctor who stops the fight. He called for the doctor. The doctor says, Coetzee's face is a mess. It's too bad. He didn't use those terms. Those are my terms. And Joey Maxim, the winner by technical knockout, round 15, due to cuts and swelling. As, oh, Gerrie Coetzee's face is mincemeat. They bring him back to the corner. Coetzee dejected. And Joey Maxim, former light heavyweight champion, again, he lost his heavyweight title bid to Ezzard Charles back in 1951, May 30th to be exact, by decision. But the underdog, Joey Maxim, will win by TKO as he chopped up Gerrie Coetzee's face. And the crowd is ecstatic here from the Richfield Coliseum in Ohio. They have seen their hometown son make good. As Emmanuel Stewart, extremely happy, he gives Maxim a big hug. Maxim raises his hands in the air. A lot of prognosticators did not believe that Joey Maxim could do it. I did. I thought this was a very favorable matchup for Joey Maxim. Coetzee, a good puncher, not an overwhelming puncher. So an unbelievable effort by Joey Maxim, giving away weight. But what Maxim had is his guile and skill and his ring generalship, and he was going to let his hands go when he felt comfortable, and he did that. So let's go to the announcement by Jimmy Lennon. We go to ring announcer Jimmy Lennon, Jimmy, not Jenny, Jimmy Lennon. And here's the call, ladies and gentlemen. The winner by technical knockout at 41 seconds of the 15th round, Joey Maxim, and the crowd erupts. They have seen their hometown son make good, as I stated. A lot of joy here at the Coliseum in at the Richfield Coliseum in Ohio. So, the place where Gerrie Coetzee had his greatest win, the Richfield Coliseum, when he won the WBA heavyweight title back in September 23rd, 1983, with a 10th round KO of Michael Dokes. Deja vu, not all over again for Coetzee. He loses by technical knockout due to cuts and swelling to Joey Maxim, the hometown favorite. And before we go to some statistics, I'd like to thank the Cubs, the Bears, and Clinton Parks. I hope you enjoyed it. The fight almost went the distance. I don't know if anyone's recalled. I did favor Maxim in this fight when it was originally picked in the random draw. We don't know who Maxim will fight in the next fight because every round is a random draw. All the pairings are below if you'd like to see. And I'm actually going to add some more pairings. There were some fighters I left out by my error, and I just can't leave them out. I've done a small random draw. They'll be added in at the end of round 1 of the tournament. I don't know. I'll probably fight those fights after I fight these 40. And again, not all the fights. So far, I've been enjoying it. There might be some matchups I just quickly sim and give the results. I will show the sim to show you that the result is on the up and up. So let's go to the punches. I'm curious to see how many punches Joey Maxim landed. Joey Maxim landed over half of his punches, 53.4%. Coetzee only landed 32.4%. Punches landed. Maxim landed 313 punches. Or is that punches missed? Hold on, I'm sorry. Punches missed. I'm sorry. Punches landed by Joey Maxim, 358. Coetzee landed over 200, 235, and he landed the harder blows. Maxim worked his jab overtime. He threw hooks and crosses off of it. They're not big scoring blows. This is, Joey Maxim threw a lot of good punches in combination, again, scoring blows. And the overwhelming factor here is Joey Maxim's ring generalship and defense. Again, punches missed. Gerrie Coetzee, and this will cause fatigue. This will also cause fatigue. He missed 491 punches. Plus, he's eating all those jabs and counter rights and hooks to the head, which causes swelling. And every now and then, Maxim, when he got his distance on the inside, would dig to that body. You know, he would dig to that body. The smaller man, the man 185 pounds, wore the bigger man down because he's the better defensive fighter, and he's a good inside fighter, and he has those cute little angles that he does. Again, I thought this was a very favorable matchup for Joey Maxim. I thought Gerrie Coetzee had a shot because he could throw the punch. Coetzee, a good puncher, not an overwhelming puncher when it comes to power. No knockdowns scored. Cuts suffered, won by Gerrie Coetzee, and the cuts and the swelling stopped the fight. And Ruby Goldstein did not stop the fight. He asked for the doctor, and the doctor stopped the fight. So I didn't think they'd stop the fight with 3 minutes to go, but I'm not the ringside physician. Joey Maxim just chopped him up. That is what you call a workman, solid, professional effort by Joey Maxim. And he gets to advance to round 2. So once again, Maxim threw less punches, landed more. He landed at a 53.4% clip. Coetzee at 32.4%. It was just ouch. Now, because the fight was stopped due to cuts and swelling, we're gonna look at the official scorecard here. As Clinton Park says, pretty good call. I'm old school. Huge Ali fan. Ali will be facing Bone Crusher Smith. That's probably a fight that's going to come up in next week sometime. You know, I think that's going to be the first fight we do next week. I might do another fight tomorrow. I don't think it'll be the Ali Bone Crusher Smith fight. I'm leaning towards Frazier Joe Walcott or Gerrie Coetzee Shannon Briggs right now. If you guys want to take a look, I know the Cubs, the Bears wanted to see Archie more, Ernie, Terrell. We already did the Sullivan-Tunney fight, which was really good, that he recommended also. So if you want to take a look and recommend a fight, I'm going to do Ali, Bone Crusher Smith next. The 3 fights that intrigue me, well, let's go to the scorecards first. Let's take a look at the official scorecards. So, after 14 rounds, Rudy Ortega of the United States had Joey Maxim up by 1 point, 133-132. Terry O'Connor of England had Joey Maxim up by 1 point, 133-132. Hector Hernandez of Mexico had Joey Maxim up 1 point, 133-132. And now on points scored, on the punches landed, there's a point total that tied up. These are numbers of a point total, the punches scored, like the damage done, how well. Maxim was up by 3 points on punches scored, 399, 396. And there's a point total for how the punches score. That's what that means. So you can't get any closer than this fight. It was actually, to me, a very entertaining fight. I was very happy with it. Lulls in the action at time, but I think it was outweighed overall by the whole fight. I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. So, again, Joey Maxim landed 358, Coetzee 235. Punches landed per round. Maxim almost 24 punches. Coetzee almost 16. Again, Coetzee missed a lot of punches, and you're going to get fatigue missing punches, as well as getting hit. So let's go to the fighters once again. So we will add the simulation to their actual ring career totals. So Joey Maxim was 83-29-4 with 22 knockouts, which will go to 23 now. Stoppages and knockouts will count the same. And he'll have 84 wins. So Joey Maxim's record, including the simulation of this bout, for title bout boxing purposes, is now 84 wins, 29 losses, 4 draws, and 23 knockouts or stoppages. Gerrie Coetzee's record falls to 33-7-1 with 21 knockouts or stoppages. Gerrie Coetzee is out of the tournament, and Joey Maxim advances. To me, he was the underdog, even though his title bout rating as a heavyweight was 11 compared to Coetzee's rating of a 7. I still thought the size advantage could have been a factor here. Unlike the Marciano Tua fight, where Marciano is just a tremendous puncher, tremendously strong, freakishly strong, okay? A freak of nature, Rocky Marciano, at that size, how hard he hit. I thought that, I was a little, if you're a Marciano fan, I was a little leery of that fight because David Tua is a big puncher and tough. But Tua did have a habit when he got hit with some solid shots, he wouldn't throw punches. And Marciano hit him with a lot of solid shots. And because Tua was going to be there for him, you know, I had one member, someone of the community, you know, put that Tua would be too big for him. Weight-wise, yes, but he was going to be there to be hit. And they did that scientific thing, how hard Rocky Marciano hit. And believe me, if you stood there and he hit you, you're going to feel it. He hit freakishly. He was a freak of nature. So that's why the man won the heavyweight title. He was the smallest heavyweight champion. I mean, when it came to reach, not so much weight. Corbett was like 175, 173, I think. 180 at times. So, but anyway, we updated the records. Now, I'm going to go real quickly to my spreadsheet. And let me go to the chat before we end this here. Clinton Park says, Foreman, Cobb, Spinks, Holyfield look good. Ooh, I like those too. I'm intrigued by the Foreman Cobb to see if Foreman can stop Tex Cobb. I don't think Tex Cobb has a prayer of winning that fight. He'll need a miracle of miracles from God to win that fight. The only way he wins that fight, Foreman could get fatigued. Actually, will get fatigued. So Cobb could take him in the late rounds and possibly, I don't see, it's the only way where Foreman's just so horribly fatigued, possibly a cut, but Foreman, huge favorite in that fight. Spinks Holyfield, that's a really good fight. That's going to be an action fight. I like Holyfield via stoppage in that fight. Two good picks by Clinton Parks there. So I'm going to update it. This was bout number 5. So I'm not going to bring the spreadsheet up. I'm going to say round 1, meaning round 1 of the tournament, bout 5. Joey Maxim. Maxim. TKO winner 15 due to cuts and swelling. Maxim ahead 1 point. All judges. Okay. And we will put Joey Maxim in blue. We'll highlight that in blue. That's what we do with the winners. Again, you're not seeing this. I'm not going to bring it up because... Oh, we didn't want to do that. And Gerrie Coetzee gets the frog green. That's what happens when you lose. Click save. Alrighty. Clinton Park says Holyfield is a classic boxer like Ali. Boxer slugger, really. Go back and watch some of the fights, Clinton, on YouTube. Check out Dwight Quae when he won the Cruiserweight title. He pretty much stood and traded with Quae. Excellent action fighter. He could box, too, but he liked to brawl. That's how George Foreman stayed in the fight with him. When Foreman challenged him for the heavyweight. Really good fight for about 9 rounds. Foreman had a good shot at winning that. What actually hurt George Foreman in that fight with Evander Holyfield, he rocked Holyfield on a few occasions quite hard. But his jab was actually so hard, in my opinion, that when he snapped Holyfield's head back, he actually snapped his head back too far. And when he would follow with that right hand, he actually knocked Holyfield out of range. But Holyfield liked to stand and trade. Go back and watch some of his fights. He could box. He could do boxer, but he was more of a brawler throughout most of his career. Now, by brawler, I mean he threw punches. I don't mean he just stood there. He would do a little side. He worked very well on the inside. When he fought Riddick Bowe, he fought on the inside. I mean, he liked to bounce, get in and out, but he would stand and trade. Ali was much more of a boxer than Holyfield, in my opinion. So Clinton Parks likes the Foreman-Cobb fight. That is intriguing. And he also likes Spinks and Holyfield. I like Foreman to take, I mean, again, not going out on a limit. Foreman should beat Tex Cobb. It's going to be interesting to see if Cobb can go the distance. That's what's going to be interesting about that fight, which intrigues me. And then, oh, you know what? Hey, Clinton, that's Leon Spinks. That's not Michael Spinks. Michael Spinks has Riddick Bowe. Unless I typed it in. I don't think I typed that in wrong. On my spreadsheet, it's Michael Spinks, Riddick Bowe. And so that's going to be Leon Spinks. Let me find it here. That's Leon Spinks, Holyfield. Holyfield destroys him. Yeah. I don't know if you thought it was Michael. I did at first. Yeah, Holyfield should win. That actually could be a fun fight because Leon will come out swinging. So that's going to be entertaining, I think. So, once again, sum up, Joey Maxim, very close fight. There were lulls in the action at times, but there were more good moments and bad moments in the fight. I think you got your money's worth out of it. Maxim wins TKO 41 seconds into the 15th round. He chopped up Gerrie Coetzee's face like mincemeat, cut over the right eye and bleeding, left eye swelling shut, and Joey Maxim advances to the second round with a TKO victory in 15. I'd like to say, Clint Park says Ali should be a walkover. Ali should beat Bone Crusher Smith. There's no walkovers in this. Everyone fights. When we get into the later rounds of this tournament, I purposely put an uneven amount of fighters in a way. So, again, the blind draw is going to help someone. Someone's going to get a bye into a round without even fighting. To me, that makes it intriguing. A little luck of the draw there. So, and again, every time I do a blind draw, I will record it. So, from Richfield Coliseum, a very happy Ohio crowd here as they see the Cleveland, Ohio native Joey Maxim TKO Gerrie Coetzee in the 15th due to cuts and swelling. Ringside physicians stopped the bout. Maxim will move on to round 2. Gerrie Coetzee is done in the tournament, folks. I'd like to say thank you to Clinton Parks in the chat, and the Cubs, the Bears, and anyone who watch now or later. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, health and happiness till next time we meet. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless, and peace.